Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, what is up? Ncaa31 here. I haven't done this in a very long while. Not a very long while, but a little bit too long. My little project here. I have to finish what I started, which is breaking down all of the spread playbooks in the game. I have my updated link on the video description. And I am playing this game with the Toledo spread playbook. And I only have half a game recorded here. I went through half the game and forgot to press record. So here you go. And this game's actually about a month and a half old now. I've been a big time slacker on this. Been distracted. So back on focus. Now that the football season is over, we are now into what I call the silly season in football YouTube videos. It's going to be nitpick central for the next 4.5 to 5 months or so. Fun stuff. Gonna pick and pick and pick like a scab. But never fear, you have your friendly neighborhood alternative. But anyway, Toledo spread playbook. I was very pleasantly surprised by this playbook. I don't know why, but for some reason I thought it would be similar to Tulsa's and Auburn's. For some reason, I thought there was a Gus Malzahn connection as well, somehow, with the Toledo playbook. Maybe someone from the coaching tree of Gus Malzahn, or a Gus Malzahn influence there. But if I was to describe this sucker, I would describe it as a balanced playbook that has a very good passing game. I really like the passing game in this playbook. It reminded me a little bit of the air raid in the fact that it's simple. Not a whole heck of a lot of real complicated route combos and reads. But it's varied enough that you can do a wide variety of things, both in the passing game and the running game. It's not really option quarterback friendly. There's not a real strong zone read and QB blast game, QB keeper game, but you have, some finesse read options. You have your jet sweeps and all that stuff, and a lot of good ways to get your playmakers into space on the perimeter. And I've spoken about the spread before. The key to being successful running a spread is to use every means at your disposal to get your players into space, or even if plays don't work, just to set up other plays. Don't be afraid to use everything. You may take a loss on a play action jet sweep, but it might set up the actual jet sweep. You run that play action jet sweep a few times, your opponent maybe begins to pass commit or backs up his user-controlled linebacker or something, or gets himself out of position, and the jet sweep is wide open for a gain. So, just be conscious of that as far as using the playbooks to their fullest capacity. Like here I do a little read option here with Brantley, and Brantley is able enough to at least keep people honest. He's got like a 70 speed in the game, and halfway decent acceleration, but he's no burner by any stretch. But with this playbook, I would recommend this playbook to someone who's never run a spread no huddle before. Maybe you're a pro style guy looking to make a change, or an option guy looking to make a change. And the reason being is because schematically the formations aren't very exotic, and the pass plays aren't very exotic. Like here, this is just a basic switch concept. You just read the flat defender, hit the curl or the flat route, post or corner, or you can take off if you have nothing. And here's just a good old-fashioned basic levels concept here that Brantley throws a UFO on.
From the 38-yard line.
And you have your full assortment of wide receiver screens, bubble screens, mid-screen, flanker screen, which gets blown up.
He's hit hard for a loss. Loss of about 2.
Not much going on there. Those kind of plays will not work against this defense. You can be sure of that.
And here's a good old smash. You have a smash concept being run to the right and a corner being run to the left, and the post gets open.
And he's taken down at the 22-yard line.
Great effort here by the wideout to secure the ball and pick up some extra yardage.
And Demps got hurt in the first half, so I'm going with Gillisley here. And I pop up some pretty good runs with him. He's no Jeff Demps, but, you know, he's very able. He's actually a little bit strong. He's a lot stronger than Demps. He breaks more tackles, but doesn't have Demps' breakaway speed. And I really like getting the Gator receivers out in the open on jet sweeps, screens, shallow crosses, and on the move. Here's a good draw play here.
Makes his way out to about the 15.
And I get a little bit conservative here in this game because I don't really feel this guy can score on me. I'm playing, you know, base 4-3 Tampa 2. And the Gators just have so much athleticism on their defensive line. And they're very solid at linebacker coverage, zone coverage, like athleticism, and in their secondary. So, and he's had a tough time solving that. So I basically feel like, why bail him out? I think that was Driscoll who I subbed in to try to run that read option. You see the read option game is much more perimeter oriented as opposed to, like, say, an Oregon read option game where you can get into wings offset or into more power option sets and get more north-south.
Tackled after a decent run up the gut. Thompson gets 6 yards on the.
And now he's back on offense trying to get something done and
Catches it, and he's looking for more.
Going underneath here, but I could begin to clamp down a little bit. He figured out that you can't scramble on wide on the Gators. You're not going to outrun those Gator defensive ends. And he coughs the ball up here.
Loses the football. It puts a little bit more caution in his step.
Right now, I'm fiddling around with the Nebraska spread playbook, and then I don't know. I'll just take them as they come. I'm pretty close to being done. Like here's a nice little play action jet sweep here that I catch him with for a, you know, a modest gain. But again, it sets up everything else, and you see him chase that tail receiver, and it vacated the middle there for a completion.
The defense wasn't fooled too much by the play action, but it gave the quarterback just enough of a.
I know Brantley's had a real major threat in the ground, but you know, I'll run a QB blast here out of an empty set if I feel like I have space there, just to show that I will. And again, that just keeps it in the back of his mind.
And he's tackled at the 19-yard line. Brantley, the ball carrier.
And there he just gets blasted. I probably should have audibled out of that play. I don't know if I misread that one. I think I read it right, but it just, you know, he got penetration. Nothing much you can do there. Another draw here.
They're changing the play.
I'm just bluffing here.
Here's a draw. He gets out to about the 17-yard line. Running back picked up about 8 on the draw.
And just, you know, no huddle and keep the tempo going and get your guys into space. Like here, I'm in a base spread alignment here, but Dubose goes to the backfield. He's wide open here. And unfortunately, a penalty brings us play back, but you know, so you see the damage you can do just getting your most athletic guys into space. I try to pop another draw here, but I don't think I get much. No, I do actually get a little gain there. And I just kick the field goal because, again, I don't really feel he can score on me. So why take the risk?
And it's through the uprights. Now that really puts the pressure. They'll take over at the 27-yard line. We've got a first.
And an INT is coming pretty soon.
They'll line up with 5 wide receivers.
They don't even bother spying the defensive tackle anymore because he stopped even trying to scramble. He knows that he can't. So I just add another guy to the rush. Like here I spy him on,
The 5-wide set.
just to kind of mix it up a little bit.
Steps up. Almost picked off.
The quarterback threw it right into the hands of the safety.
And again, you know, I want to force people to show me that they can make reads in the pocket, especially when they're using scrambling QBs, because if their first read isn't there, they want to bail, and if you show them that you're not going to allow them to bail, their game crumbles. And that's the case with this dude here. He just doesn't have anything to do now that he can't get outside the pocket, and his first read is usually covered since the Gators are good at, you know, man in zone coverage. And I have him in a one-dimensional mode now, and he's done.
Manuel steps back to pass. Inside the 30.
Done, done, done.
Great job in coverage by this linebacker. He does a good job of reading the quarterback's eyes and is able to come up with the interception.
And here's the good old speed option.
They go with the option.
Haven't showed that all game.
He's at the 20. He makes
Get a nice gain out of that play. So that's the Toledo spread. My thoughts on that. And I have the link to the breakdown below in the description. I hope you guys enjoy. Maybe try it out for yourselves. If you like it, use it. If not, there are plenty of other spread books there that you can use that I've already broken down and others that I'll get to. Take care. Peace.